I did my first year of school in the town where I was living when I was born. Or was I actually living in Dublin when I was born? I think I was. But my mother's home was where I went to my first year of school, which was called play school. No, play school was before school. So I did play school. I was probably 2 when I was sent to play school. 3 when I went to babies. All normal so far. Next class after babies would be junior infants, I guess it's called. And that was a new school for me because we moved town because my dad changed job. And so my first change of school was after having done just 1 year of school in babies, discounting play school. So then when I moved to the new school, there wasn't enough room for me in the class I should go into. So it was decided that I skipped that class. So I did skip that class, and that I should repeat that year to maintain pace, I guess, with peers probably. But when I skipped that year, doing this taught me many things at this young age. I would have been 4 or 5 years old. And what it taught me was, one, that I was very well capable of skipping a year. There was nothing I couldn't handle in this senior class when I should have been in the junior class. Nothing at all I couldn't handle. And then, so that taught me, believe in yourself more than you think. But I had full belief. And then the second thing that taught me was that everything is repeated. The whole thing, it's just a cycle. It's just a cycle. Everybody gets the same thing because I did the same year twice when I was 4 or 5. And I saw it's just a cycle. It's just the same thing. Everybody gets the same thing. That was a big learning for me in terms of learning about learning, and that really, if I wanted to learn, was it really learning if it's just learning what everybody else is learning? Sure, there's the basics, reading, writing, arithmetic, but beyond that, is it useful even to follow the same path as everybody else has followed? I would say it's worked out brilliantly for me, and I'm very pleased with my education, how it went. From that town, I spent those 2 years, then another year, and then we moved again. My dad got another job in another town, and I would spend 4 years in this town where I was bullied throughout. I have to say, I did not even know that I was being bullied, only that my parents and teachers decided that I was. It was water off a duck's back to me if I was being bullied. But they pulled me from that school, went to another school. This was the school where I had been, during those bullying years, in the evenings, I had been watching NFL football, and I got really into NFL football. And when I moved to this new school, which would be my final school for junior school cycle, I brought in American football with me. And we played American football every day, and instead of being bullied, I was the most popular kid in school, and that was just a great experience. It taught me that if you give the people what they like, and you package it in a particular way, the people will love it. They'll lap it up. So that was an experiment which I didn't pursue into senior cycle school, which saw me moving town again back to the town I originally was in, where I went to babies class. And I did 3 years of senior cycle school there. I left there and came to boarding school in Dublin, where I remained for approximately 100 days only, and then I basically busted out. And then the following 2 years were the last 2 years of high school, and I finally settled someplace in Dublin. Now I had moved out from home, and I was living with my older brother, and those were a great 2 years of high school in plethora of ways. So yeah, that's my I suppose obligatory school career. And after that, then straight away after finishing high school exams, I took a summer course in journalism. Then I went to university to take a liberal arts degree. I chose Italian, history of art, and politics. University was a big disappointment in pretty much every way. There was no bullying or nothing like that. It was just, it wasn't as liberal, and the people weren't as liberal as I thought they might be. They were not. So I dropped out of there after a year, and then from there I went to study computer programming and networking for a year, and then there was a big gap then for many years, and then I went back to train to be a tailor and a dressmaker. And then later I went and I trained to be a cook. And that is about it in terms of training in schools that I can think of. I know there are more, but that's about it. Yeah, okay. Don't ever stop learning. Mike TV, you watching me. Have a great day.